In this video, we're going to learn all about 950 Mass Ave in Cambridge, Massachusetts, one of the 12 concierge buildings in the city. Stay tuned. So 950 Massachusetts Avenue, the Bay Square building, otherwise known as 950 Mass Ave, is located at the corner of Massachusetts Avenue and Bay Street, hence the name of the building, Bay Square. And it's one of a dozen concierge elevator buildings in the city of Cambridge, Massachusetts. As it happens, there are only two such concierge elevator buildings in mid-Cambridge between Harvard Square and Central Square, and they are 950 Mass Ave and 931 Mass Ave. So in this video, I want to dive into 950 Mass Ave, the Bay Square building, and it is a building that dates from 1989, and it features 110 units. There are 7 floors that make up the building, and it is located between Harvard University and MIT, so it's ideally situated for people who have reasons to be at either university. And as previously noted, it's also on Massachusetts Avenue between Harvard Square and Central Square. So people think of it as being in mid-Cambridge. Technically speaking, because it's on the south side of Massachusetts Avenue, it falls in the Riverside neighborhood as you look at the map. But look, it's the middle of Cambridge between Harvard Square and Central Square, 950 Massachusetts Avenue. It's an extremely well-maintained building, and it features a fitness room with locker rooms for both men and women that feature saunas and ample exercise equipment. There is as well an outdoor pool, which is wonderful in season. And there's a resident superintendent here who takes exceptional care of the building and has been in place for many years. A very nice man who does a great job of maintaining the building. As it's a concierge building, of course, there is a front desk. It's manned 24/7. And the front lobby was recently redone in 2020, 2021. So the building is in great shape. There's a front lawn separating the building, set back a bit from the street, from Massachusetts Avenue. And there are some interesting elements that make this building what it is, one of which is that there's no in-unit laundry in any of the units. So what it is that on each floor, there's a laundry room that the residents on that floor share with multiple washer dryer. And another thing about the building is that there is a no pet policy. So there are no pets in the building. It's also a non-smoking building. And I think most people obviously in the present day prefer that. Most of the units have garage parking. So there's a lower garage and an upper garage with access via garage doors on the side of the building, Bay Street. And then there's a third smaller garage on Bay Street itself with its own garage door off Bay Street. So most of the units here do enjoy garage parking, and the garages are very well maintained. There is a minimum rental term of 6 months if you wish to rent your unit. And at the present time, about half the 110 units are rented and the other half are owner occupied. There are a couple of commercial units in the total count of 110, including the Dumpling House, a Chinese restaurant facing Massachusetts Avenue, where you can dine in or take out. That's a very popular restaurant. Next to it is a U-Break iFix shop to help people with phone issues. I actually recently had to have my iPhone glass replaced here, and it was fantastic service here at the building in this store. So that's an overview of the building. It's interesting, on the penthouse level, units have fireplaces and small terraces, but otherwise in the building, there's no private outdoor space enjoyed by any unit. There are units on the front facing Massachusetts Avenue, units on the back that overlook Bay Street and the surrounding neighborhood. And of course, units on the left side or west side of the building will be facing towards Boston. So, and the building is situated such that you can, if you're walking into the building and an underground subway train is passing, you can hear the rumble of the T, the MBTA red line, as it passes underground beneath, serving Harvard Square or Central Square as it makes its way. So most recently in this building, and I've had experience listing and selling as a top real estate agent in this building, going back to my first listing in 2003. And most recently, I listed and sold a residence in this building in 2021, the same year I'm making this video. I listed and sold a 2-bed, bath and a half unit with just under 1,000 square feet and garage parking for $1,025,000. And the residence featured an updated kitchen and renovated bathrooms, and it was on the side of the building facing towards Boston. There's also in the building, as I make this video, a larger 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot unit renovated with garage parking that's pending at a list price of $1.1 million. The preponderance of offerings in this building are 2-bed units, and these sales that I've just described make known that, you know, for the most part now, we've crossed over the $1 million threshold for sale events for 2 beds in the building. There are not that many 1-bed sales. I had one back in 2017 on the backside of the building, a unit with just over 650 square feet that featured actually a private patio garden because of its position on the Bay Street side of the building with garage parking, and that sold for just over $600,000. $610 was the sale price back then. And then in terms of penthouse sales, they're very rare. Most recently, one sold in 2018, a 2-bed, bath and a half residence with garage parking and 1,000 square feet, sold for $1,250,000. And again, remember the penthouses feature fireplaces and small terraces. So that's an overview of the building. It's really one of the nicest concierge elevator buildings in all of Cambridge, one of just 2 in mid-Cambridge. And hats off to the superintendent for taking such great good care of the building. It's so clean, well-maintained. Look, I understand it's not for everyone in that there's a no pet policy and no in-unit laundry. Those can be deal breakers for some people. But for someone in the market for a concierge elevator building with garage parking, well located in the heart of Cambridge, it's hard to beat Bay Square, 950 Massachusetts Avenue. I have a link beneath the video in the description that will take you to cambridgerealestate.com, where I have a dedicated page all about this building, where you can learn about properties now for sale at 950 Mass Ave, those that are currently pending, and see information on those recently sold. I also have a page of this sort for the other 11 concierge elevator buildings in Cambridge, so that you can understand and comprehend all of the opportunities that present themselves in this property category class in Cambridge. My name is Charles Cherney, and I'm a top residential real estate agent here in Cambridge. I welcome the opportunity to connect with you as you give thought to purchasing a residence at a concierge elevator building in Cambridge, or if you have one to sell, to be of assistance to you in this regard. I have knowledge and experience of all dozen elevator concierge buildings in Cambridge, and I welcome the opportunity to be of assistance to you. Reach out at any time by text, telephone, or email. Again, my name is Charles Cherney. I hope you have found this video on Bay Square interesting. I'm happy to share with you more information about the building as you give thought to considering it. Take care.